Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mind of the Fox Show. I'm your host, Narchi, the healthy hoodlum. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? You doing good? Hope y'all doing good out there. Yeah. I know it's a lot going on. I told y'all, make sure y'all pay attention to everything from the sign to the painting to the shirt. It's all gonna tie in a second. But this episode, we're talking about International Players Ball. That's the title, right? This is like a piggyback on Thotimus Prime. Okay, so I'll just give you. Go listen to Thotimus Prime. You can't watch it because it's in season 1. Season 2, we visual, right? I'm still excited, y'all. I don't care how many. This is maybe all season 2. I'm gonna just be excited, and then season 3, I'm gonna have my big studio, so I'm gonna get even more excited. I think the level of excitement is gonna get better and better every episode. But anywho, Thotimus Prime. I didn't come up with this. Not me, right? So it's a meme that says, if he has a beard, he's a hoe. If he has tattoos, if he has tattoos, he's a super hoe. And then if he has muscles, he's Thotimus Prime. I'm like, that kind of describes me. I'm trying to get fit. I got tattoos, clearly have a beard, luxurious beard. Yeah, dude. And I was offended by that. All jokes aside, I know I'm a flirt and whatnot, but then it just got me thinking of what's a thought, what's a hoe, what's all it, what really is these things? So I broke that down in that episode. Like I said, go check that out. This episode, I was like, let's get into the actual nitty gritty. Let's actually talk about what? Pimps and hoes. Pimps and hoes. Use a hoe. Hoe, use a hoe. Oh, I use a hoe. Anyway, okay. So, pimps and hoes. So they say, I don't know if y'all know, prostitution is the oldest profession out there, right? And the more I dissect that, I'm like, I can see that. Vagina, pussy, however you want to say it. Excuse my French. I don't know. The actual term is vagina, right? It has been around since the beginning of time. Penis has it as well. And men have been men since the beginning of time. And they have wanted, certain things from women since the beginning of time. So I can see a man trading whatever he needed to trade to get that. AKA maybe a cow, a horse, some grain, some gold, some spices. But yeah, and then you take it even further. You got the brothels, and then now we just have OnlyFans, just straight OnlyFans. That's a version of hoeing. I don't really care what people say. You can say what you want to say, because body is a body, but it's like once your body's out there, it's out there. You can say what you want to say. You cannot really put a price tag really on like your private parts being out there just in view. But like I said, I'm not knocking OnlyFans. Do you? If I was a woman, I definitely would sometimes every now and then do like a bikini shot or something to make money. I ain't gonna lie, but not saying OnlyFans. I would say that I learned the Instagram game, like because I'm in health and wellness. Like, I was a female. I ain't got the abs and stuff yet, so it's hard to do. But when the fellas be, abbed out and all that, that's thirst trapping. But the women thirst trapping is laying a bikini or a thong working out. I'm like, do you really work out in a thong? Have y'all seen these pages where they work out in thongs? Crazy, right? But anywho, real live pimps and hoes. It's the oldest profession, and it just gets more and more evolved, I guess you can say. And I think in New York, if I'm not mistaken, like prostitution is like legal. I'm sure it's up until an extent, and I ain't really got time to research it because I ain't paying for nothing. I'm not. I'd rather pay with my energy and time, which is to me more valuable than money. We'll get there, but it's like, hell, let's just go there now, fellas, because we in this new culture where people are spending a lot of money to get these women attention. And I'm just like, man, I think my energy has been so dope enough. I ain't gotta spend money to fucking be around you. But no, people are legit spending like money to get a girl's phone number. Or like, yeah, I've seen, I may post it right here. I think I'm gonna post a clip. Yeah, I may post a clip. No, I ain't gonna post it. But it's a clip where a young lady was talking about how she charges up to $100 to $200 to give out her phone number. Now there's two parts to that. The first part is that she charges for her phone number. I'm just taking back that she charges for her phone number. The second part is that somebody pays for it. Somebody pays for her phone number, because off the back of my mind, my business sense is like, that's an entry fee. Because now I got to pay for your time and shit. Like, where I'm like, so everybody is being pimped and honed in a different kind of way. I mean, you can just take in industries, we get pimped by these industries as far as marketing, what have you not. This shirt, I love this shirt, but it's Disney, so in a sense, I got pimped by Disney to buy a shirt just because it said Beast, and I love Beast, and I love my women, so every beast needs a beauty, right? But I'm like, we all get pimped in some way, as far as like advertising to marketing to the legit, pimping as far as your time, man or woman, back, so this is just a random talk, because I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of like, we got to touch on how you do what you do, right? But how we didn't really got to this culture of understanding sex is equivalent to money, which is equivalent to love, which has caused so much damage. You know what I mean? Like, the painting, speaking of damage, I don't know if y'all can see her bruises and stuff. I'll show you up close of her. But damage, right? She's beautiful, but she got beat up. She got some scars. And that's literally where we're at right now. As I said, we're in a time where you got lonely men, lonely women, trying to exchange time, energy, love, sex, all in this weird bubble, But yeah, when I just thought about that, just where we're at right now, because this episode is not really a nice episode. It's really a sad one, where it's like, I want everyone to kind of check where they're at, because because we're all at some point addicted to sex, and sex has turned into love, if we're being honest. That's what it is. And then, of course, like I said, love is money. That's where we're at. If you love me, you'll buy me this, or if you love me, you'll do this. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I paused, because it was just I'm a visionary, and I'm like, damn, I see it getting a lot worse before it gets better. A lot worse before it gets better. So this episode in particular is more so just to, let's touch on a topic that a lot of people don't really want to touch on, especially in the Black community, because it's been, praised in the Black community. Big pimp, see, big pimp, right? Pimping, playa, pimping, having all the hoes, having all the women, not being faithful. I can't talk about other communities, because I don't really know them too. I mean, I do, but I can only talk about the one I was raised in. And yeah, if you had one woman, you was looked at as a square. Let's just be honest. If you was faithful to one woman, you was looked at as a square. You go to the barbershop, talk to, just the street talk. It was all about how many hoes you can get. Man, I get it. Retrospect, if you want to go the dynamics of just male, female, take out human and just go animals. There's not too many animals that actually just with one actual partner for the whole duration of their lives. Most of them mate with multiple people. There's no such thing as marriage in the animal kingdom, right? But I always say what separates us from animals is our, brain, our cortexes. And these things trigger into emotions and feelings then, trigger into other things, deadly situations. Emotions and feelings will have you be in a deadly situation. The whole show snapped. is about people snapping because love made them do some deadly shit. I don't even know if that show is still on. I don't really watch TV like that. But it was on for a long time, a lot of seasons of like women and men snapping, killing each other over love and sex and shit. So I don't know. I'm just saying we gotta touch on this. We gotta touch on this. How we're not animals. We're not. Now I'm not preaching nothing as far as marriage, and I'm not preaching none of that. I'm just preaching as far as the whole dynamic of pimping and hoeing has hurt not just the Black community, but like I said, every community. But I'm gonna just stick on the Black and brown community because that's where I'm at right now. You feel me? I'm just being honest. It's still prevalent to this day, and I didn't know. Like, hoes are still walking the hoe stroke to this day. I'm in Houston, recording this right now, and there's a street called Bissonnette in Houston. If you ever been to Houston, or from Houston, or know Houston, you know Bissonnette. I didn't know Bissonnette when I first moved down here. I stayed in one of the hotels on Bissonnette. It looked like, okay, it was cool in price. It was one or two on the corner during the day. I'm just thinking like, okay, whatever, one or two, cool, whatever. That night, it was about 30 of them. I kid you not. Like I'm not even going to show pictures and videos. I want to. Everything in my spirit, as I go edit this, I want to show, but I'm not. You just got to go to, because I'm sure every city got their real stroke. Like if I just didn't know it was that prevalent, because I don't be searching for women on the street. If anything, I'm doing swipe life. I'm trying to, spit my game in the DMs or something. What the hell? Get some wine, some tree, wine and dine and shit. I don't know where she been on the street. That's nasty. But anyway, my point is, it took me out to see 30 something women on the street. And I was like, there's no way the cops don't know. I don't know if it's a trap or not a trap. I don't know. I'm just saying, there's no, the cars are lined up. They're out there. Big, small, white, black, whatever you wanted. It was out there. And they're in like, at this point, it was summertime when I came out. Around the summertime, it was like 90 something degrees. If you know Houston, it's humid as fuck. Yo, I feel bad for them hoes. I mean, I don't know their name, and that's what they refer to themselves as hoes. So I'm like, I feel bad. I wanted to give them some water and some shit and some food. I did. I swear to God, I did. But I wasn't trying to get involved with they pimps and getting, I'm cool. But I just feel bad. I heard one young lady say, as I'm walking to the corner store, this is my first 12 to 12 shift. And I was like, man, you out here walking on these streets selling your whatever you selling for 12 hours. The normal 9 to 5 is 8. You a good worker. You a good worker. If you could just put that energy in some other shit, you will be all right. You'll be all right. 12 hours walking the street, 95 degrees, Houston. Oh, you good. Now, I'm just saying that in a joke. Like, yo, I'm just trying to make light of this, but there's no making light of the situation. There really was 30 of them out there. Like, I'm sure it's in every city, major city, there's a street, a few streets. My point is, you legit still have women selling their body probably for like $40, $50. If I was to do some street shit, I'm not paying no more than probably 50. That's what I'm saying. That's what my mind is, 40, 50, 60. And I'm like, how many things you have to sacrifice, or I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible. How many clients you have to make your quota for that night? I'm just can't, like, cause they, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna just tell on myself. I'm still half celibate. I ain't fucked yet, but did the oral sex thing. I had to release a little bit. But even that, it took 22 months to like even have someone be in my presence for just oral sex, right? So for you just to fuck somebody on the street, man or woman, whether you the hoe or the what they call it, the Juan, right? The Juan. You just fucking somebody you don't know. Condom or no, it don't matter. You don't know this person, and the fact that she did that with somebody else not too long ago, and he probably did that with somebody else not too long ago, and now it's like seriously, we just in a, it just, I think being celibate really just brought me to a place where I'm like, damn, Ma, you selling your body for $40 to this dude you don't know? Times is hard, I know. But it's like, fuck, we're in a fucking time where you can use your gifts and skills and talents and make $40 doing some other shit. Like, let me tell y'all, I grew up around real pimps. Like, no, like, why I call it international players ball. I grew up with two real pimps. One in particular actually went to the players ball. He went to the balls. Like, he knew Don Juan. His name was Max Squeeze. I mean, you can look him up. I'm sure he still got videos. I'm sure of him at the balls. But this was one of my uncles. Okay, like I said, I came from a fast family. Pop was in jail. So a lot of my uncles come from the jail. They're not my real uncles, but the ones that it was his friends growing up are my uncles. A lot of them are pimps, or were pimps, drug dealers, and other things. We'll just throw the other things out there. Okay, so a lot of you fill in the other things. Okay, but them are the two main ones. Okay, but legit, I used to be around like my Uncle Uncle Squeezer, and he used to be real like one of them pimp talking. You know what I'm saying, man? We gonna put it on the bitch, man. It's nothing. I didn't drop my sign. See, getting into his character. That's how I'm telling you. It's like, I don't know if it's a bathing or it's a pimp tag, but it's all on the bitch, man. It's nothing, man. It whatever, man. You don't have the furs and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I used to want to be that. And in my mind, I was like, I'd be a good pimp. I used to say this in my mind. I'm just being transparent with you. Coming from the game of seeing it, I used to be like, I wouldn't hit the hoe because I ain't gonna hit her. And then once I learned my skills as far as like manipulating the mind, because that's all it is. Once I saw most hoes got insecurities and they got low vibrational energy and they not really vibrating on a high level, it took the glory out of it. Because most hoes is damaged. It's not like you gotta, you know what I mean? Especially the ones walking the street. Now, these escorts is different. Because if she really got her mind right, she don't need you. She can go get money on her own nowadays. Whether it's stripping in the club, I'm going to just be 100. Stripping in the club, right? These motherfuckers are throwing thousands. I was at a fucking after party event for Young Jeezy when I first moved down to Houston. And it was I didn't know it was like a stripper after party. It just said after party. I didn't know. Strippers is there. We walking on thousands of dollars. This is my first time. Now, I didn't been to strip clubs where money is thrown, right? But not to the point where you walking on it. And at the end of the night, I know $1 million was on the floor. I know $1 million was on the goddamn floor. I know it was. So women really don't need to pimp nowadays. I'm just being 100. She don't need to get her ass beat by you and be talked down to and just be stupid, right? So I was like, if I was gonna be a pimp, especially with me doing the life coach stuff, once I learned, especially with the life coach, it's almost the same thing of just breaking down someone's vulnerable wall. Once you do that, you can get them to do anything damn near, good or bad. They just have to get into that level. You gotta get so deep in a psyche where it's almost like they hear you first before anyone else. Now, you can use your powers for good or bad. Pimps do it for bad. They break the bitch down, the whole, whatever you want to say, the woman. I don't know, I'm just using their terminology. She's a beautiful queen to me. That's why I say every beast needs a queen. But we're going to get into why I wore this shirt. But he breaks the woman down, and now she's vulnerable to the point where she'll do anything for him. But I'm like, on the flip side, we could flip that. Let's flip it. What if you poured into her, right? When she was in her vulnerable state, and it brought the best out of her, not the worst. That's why I was like, I'd be a good pimp. So I was driving Uber in SF, It's a few strip clubs where between a certain time, they want people to come in, so it's free. Between like 6 and 8, it's free. So if I just so happen to be downtown around that free time, I'm gonna take me a break, find me a little pork, because and let me just stay there for about like 30 minutes, an hour, rest my legs, maybe get a little water or something. And because soon I turn the app back on, I'm downtown, popping money. So that was my mindset, and it never failed. But I would find the strip clubs, and people would hear me out while I say this. I used to go in and try to really, I guess you would say, quote unquote, pimp the women, get them off the pole and find purpose. So, like, all jokes aside, I would sit down, and the women would come to me, and I'd be like, I ain't tipping you. Nope, sorry, I don't want to dance. Nope, sorry, I really don't want no water, but I'm just thirsty. I don't want no $8 water. I really don't, but I'm thirsty. Sometimes I didn't drink nothing. Most of the time, I got a lot of water or something. Most of them just scattered off. There'll be a few that stayed and just wanted to just vibe and kick it, whatever, because they felt I was a cool person. Cool. In the midst of us talking, that's why I'm about to do my life coach on them. Boom, boom, bam, bam, boom, boom, bam, right? Hit them with the, what you doing in life? What's this for, right? And I'm trying to break them down and get them off the pole. How can we get you off of this, put your gifts and talents into whatever it needs to be into? You can even, this is when OnlyFans first was starting to come out. And when Twitch first was really big, my bro was putting me on Twitch. We really was trying to turn girls on Twitch, where it's like, there are dudes who are cashing out on Twitch and you ain't gotta be naked. These are like nerdy ass nerds who just want to see a beautiful woman play games. I was legit trying to find, I'm telling myself, I was legit trying to find beautiful women to fucking game. Put them on a system where I just take a small percentage of what we made. No clothes. They kept me, get your clothes on. But I don't care what y'all say. I don't care, because we was gonna bring the best out, right? But absolutely, some of the strippers, I would try to find gamers and be like, you play any kind of game? You know game? No. So I get you, because I tried to pimp in a different kind of, like I do pimp. I pimp. Oh, people know I pimp the fuck out of people, but I bring the best out of them, not the worst. You know what I'm saying? Not the worst. So we gotta switch this mindset where even a few hoes, I've tried, but then like I said, you gotta deal with they pimp. I ain't got time. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm too old to be fighting. Sir, I'm just gonna kill you, because I'm just gonna straight kill you, because I ain't got time to be looking over. I'm too old to be looking over my shoulder. So if I feel any kind of beef, I'm vegan. It's not coming in my house. I'm gonna grill you outside. Well, keep that metaphor. Any kind of beef you bring to me, I'm gonna just grill it outside, because it's not entering my house. I'm vegan. I ain't got time to digest that or even have that around me. So I'm gonna grill you outside so I can live peacefully. Okay? So I've tried with a few of the hoes, but I'm just like, there's a good way to bring the best out of people. Pimping is no more than, and let me say this to the pimps who still pimp. You know you ain't shit. And what I mean by that, I've heard a few pimps be like, man, today was a hard day. I had a hard day today. My guy, what the fuck did you do? She's the one fucking, what the fuck did you do? I'll be like, are you kidding? That's why you gotta remove yourself from certain energy. Because when I hear certain dudes say certain things, I'm like, the energy it took for you to bring the worst out of her, it could have took the same energy to bring the best, and she would have brought back even more money. Now, this is why I wore this shirt. Every beast needs a beauty. A true king knows how to utilize the queen piece. So every true beast needs a real beauty there that can bring the best out of him. But when he brings the best out of her, she shines harder than ever. And I promise you, you may not like Gucci Man or what's her name, Keisha Dior, but I like that analogy. Leave $1 million with her and she bring you back 4 or 5. Huh? I love that. So man, are you pouring, and I'm not saying I'm no stripping shit, but pour into your women when you're teaching them this new game, the crypto game, the NFT game, the podcast game, the visual YouTube game. You know what I mean? Any woman I meet, When I see that she likes something, and I be like, do you have a confidence enough to sell that product or make a video about it? Any woman I come in contact to, or we in some flirt shit or relationship shit, how can we make money off you being beautiful? What my guy said for Cat Williams. Oh, don't just be pretty. Do some goddamn work. You beautiful, cool. How can we get someone who's already looking at you to now spend money with you? You feel me? I'm trying to build a kingdom of beautiful women. Let's get this bag. I got a whole series coming about the whole lioness thing. I got one of my lionesses, your young lioness. She'll tell you, how can we get this bag? I'm gonna help bring the best out of you, right? Which in turn, it's like the protection, still pimping. It's the protection you need to keep the bullshit away from you while you flourish to go do you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, pimp trying shit. And then I can only speak. I seen it down here in Houston. I'm not gonna say all pimps. I just the ones that I've seen in these areas, the Houston parts that I've been in. The women looked at horrible, but the men was dressed with all this designer stuff and had a foreign car, BMW or Porsche or Mercedes, whatever. But she looked horrible. Where I come from, like I said, I grew up in the game. It really don't matter what the fuck you look like, dude. She's your product. She should look the best. She should look one. Like I grew up in the old school pimp game, where you got the top tier madam, right? And then that's your top tier bottom bitch, madam, bottom bitch, whatever you want to call. When she gets to the status where she may not even hold no more, she just control the other hoes. Like I said, I can, man, every now and then I be. Listen, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she told me, she said, no, at a young age, you be the best at whatever you do, right? And she meant that. She was like, and she always used to use a garbage man example. I wasn't about to be no goddamn garbage man. She used to bring that example up. She said, even if it's a garbage man, you be the best motherfucking garbage man. I'm like, right, that's stuck in my spirit. So you best believe if I was a pimp, I would be the best motherfucking pimp out here. The best motherfucking pimp out here. But I ain't hitting nobody. I can see a line of women. A line of them. We ain't selling pussy, but we selling some shit though. We selling cosmetics, we selling eyelash, we selling hair, we selling clothes. Well, what you want to sell? We selling ebooks, we selling courses. I'm telling you, I'm building the pride of them. And that Beyonce scene, she was like, if you want to get to him, you gotta go through us. So I'm feeling pride of women. You want to get to me, you gotta go through them. And about 3 or 4 of them I can call right now. And they don't play about me. They don't play. They do not play. Like, I got a few spiritual ones that'll fuck you up. They'll put a spell on you or fuck you up. Have you all fucked up. I just gotta say one thing. Don't have me say my yo. If I say your name to one person in particular I'm thinking of, it's all bad for you. Dreamer with my boo. She know who she is. My witch, not my bitch. My witch. I got witches. I ain't got bitches. I got witches. They put all kind of spells on your ass. I just sit back and be like, yup. Y'all think I'm putting... Anywho, so even women, use your beauty in the way where it uplifts God. I don't know about y'all fellas, but when you in purpose, when you in purpose, right? I had to filter my IG and my timeline because I got tired of seeing ass and titties all the goddamn time. If that's all you have to offer is big titties or you shaking your ass, that is so sad. I'm so sad for you. Like, I really pity you that we have got to almost 2022 and you still have women that all you do is shake your ass on your profile. Like, God, dog. So my profile, I had to really clean up. Cause I get tired. I mean, like I said, every now and then it's cool, but when you in purpose trying to achieve something, trying to create something, trying to bring something to life, You need that good energy, that positive energy. Twerking an ass to take you from purpose to trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Come on, women. So it starts with y'all. Y'all gotta level up to be like, it's the best thing I heard. This actually is a lot longer than I expected this shit to be. But okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's the best thing I heard. I was doing Uber. It was one of them Uber pools where every person is different. It's two women and a guy. It's a woman next to me, a woman behind me, and the guy on the other side. Okay, keep that in mind. And this is a white guy. I forgot the race of the other two women. One was white, one wasn't. I forgot what we were talking about. It don't even matter. He said, it's women's fault men are the way they are now. And I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. We in a car with women. Wait a minute, player, what you doing? He said, nah, hear me out. This is a white guy. Now I'm using my tone and dialect, but he said, think about, the 20s and 30s. He said everybody wore suits. He said that was a standard. It was required for men and women to look a certain way. He said if every woman right now required a man to wear cardigan, this is how you know it's white, to wear a cardigan, he said, guess what all guys would be wearing? Cardigans. And I thought about that and I was like, you damn skippity. You right there. Let me tell you why you right. In the wild, the male species of every animal typically had to evolve to attract the female. The peacock, the boy, is the one with the beautiful feathers. I don't know why. You know how the peacock is, the shaking, beautiful feathers, right? The lion, it's the male that got the big old mane. And the bigger the mane, the women be like, oh, he got a big mane. Look at that big old beard. He got a big beard. That's how I attribute my beard and my hair to my mane. But it's a lot of other, whatever, species. But my point is, women, if you require a certain thing, a man would have to raise his standard. Now, that's a whole other topic, whole other day. I don't want to go too far in there. But I'm just saying, if you really want to see change, women, you change. I'm not mad at OnlyFans. I know it didn't change women's lives as far as like buying houses and cars and making you financially free. But once you get to that point, what do? Do you keep it going? Diamond, Players Club, right? She had a means to her end. She knew with every stripper be like, I'm doing this for a reason. They get caught up. The reason is gone. It's gone. You feel me? What is your means to your end? So everybody that's hustling should have some kind of means to the end. There's an end goal here so I can get to somewhere else. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I used to be a little street pharmacist. I mean, not pharmacist. I didn't do the pills. Street florist. Herbs, florist. Okay, you get my drift. Herbs, florist. But it was attracting too much negative energy, where I was just like, I'm okay. That's like, I know I was meeting pimps and hoes and all kind of strippers, and all kind of doing my biggest client. Anywho, we got to get to the point. Money is important. That's the world we live in. But your body can't be the reason why you're rich. Because if that's a vain thing. Because your body's gonna change over time. Like, you know what I mean? How many dudes can you really fuck before your body is tired and just before she is worn out and just like what, I don't know. I'm just in a different mindset. So, like I said, I grew up glorifying pimping. I just told you this story. I'm very honest. I was more honest than I thought I was going to be, but I did. I glorified pimping and the playa, but it showed me it damaged so much the women where she had the woman beat up, broken, abused. Right? Diamonds that was supposed to shine and change the world never got the opportunity because they stayed cold because of big pimping. So many women are caught up still in that world, and dudes are caught up in that world, literally in the Bay. There used to be a choosing fee. I don't know about anywhere else. I can only speak where I'm from. where guys used to be like, if you really want to rock with me and you want me to rock with you, bring me back some money. Choose me. Choosing fee. I don't know how much, 5,000, 2,000, 2,000. I never had nobody choose me. I never really was a player. I was a flirt, but I always had one woman, just one. But then, like I said, I was a flirt. But most of the time, I just had one woman. So I never had nobody choose me and bring me back to. I wouldn't want it because, like I said, I'm happy I never went down that life because I would have been great at it. And then once I would have been great at it, I would have never wanted to leave it. That's just honest to God truth. So I'm being honest, vulnerable to say I got caught up in that world of trying to have not just multiple women, but have a lifestyle based off of the rap culture. That episode is coming up, the rap track, right? Because that's a big part of where pimping came from, is rapping. So we'll get there. That's why I didn't want to touch on it too much, because that's a whole another episode. But I just gave you a little foreshadowing where I was going. But growing up in the fast money culture, growing up in rap culture, big pimping. But to me, big pimping is pimping the system and not people. Because we're all in a system right now. And that's like, I have so many episodes I can touch on. But let's be honest, we're all being controlled. Like I said, we're all being pimped. So we need to now understand that there is a hierarchy elite that controls the world, right? And let's stop being pimped and let's pimp their system. You can't reinvent the wheel. Black people in particular, brown people, black people, but people of color, I should say, POC. Let's pimp the system and get all out of it that they never thought that we could. You know what I mean? So that's how I end. I think that was a great way to end on this episode. I went way deeper than I thought I was. But that's the beautiful part about life is I don't be having no script. This shit is just me just talking. You feel me? Now that I can see myself, that changes things. I love y'all though. Oh, shout out. I should have fucking said it in the beginning. I guess I'll start shouting her out in the beginning. But Baby Badu, shout her out. That's the artist. Like I said, always pay attention to that. And why I had to switch it up, because this is one of the originals where it's not on nothing I could have hanged up. But hit her up, Baby Badu. Look her up on Instagram, Twisted Karmic. Everything is for sale. Anything you see here is for sale. So, anywho, we're changing your mind, body, soul. Marathon continues. Living in what? Mama mentality. Bless up. Ashe. Have a great, I'm gonna just say it, great fucking day. Normally I don't cuss. Sometimes I do cuss. I'll cuss this episode, so let's keep it going. Have a great fucking day.